Hello friends, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So this is very important video about understanding how the seat allotment takes place, right? And it is very important, otherwise you can miss on a lot of things and your game can be over. So I will first start with the round one rules. And the rules for general merit seats, GM seats, are different from the rules for the KKR seats or the Kalyan Karnataka region seats. So there are different seats and different rules, right? So let's first understand the round one rules for general merit candidate. The general merit candidate can only get the general merit quota seat, right? So it may look simple. What is the grade? There are two type of seats: GM seats, KKR seats. But GM students can get only GM seats, and they will be allotted based on their rank and preference. So although there may be KKR seats available for you, and you want to get that college, that branch, but you cannot be allotted any KKR seat. Those are reserved only for KKR students. You can only get GM seats. Now for KKR students, the rule is separate or different, right? So KKR students can get the GM seats, but GM students cannot get the KKR seats. So I will explain it, right? So all the KKR candidates, right, or Kalyan Karnataka region candidate, they will be first considered for allotment in the GM category seat, right, based on their merit rank and college course preference. So that is not a good news for the general merit student, because KKR students will also take some of their seats, because every time a KKR student's seat is checked, it will be first checked in the GM seat, not in the KKR. If no GM seat is available in the preference, then only the KKR students will be checked for the KKR quota. So you remember that the order of allotment is that any KKR student will be first considered for GM, and then that KKR seat student will be considered for KKR seat. So the bad news about this for the KKR student is that if the KKR student gets the GM seat, he will have to pay the GM seat related fees, right? And bad news for the general merit student is that KKR student will be able to reduce the number of seats what they were thinking of the GM seats if they are getting in the GM category. Only if seats are not available, then KKR student will be considered for the KKR seat, that is their own category. Now, second important thing is, if KKR candidates accept GM or KKR seat in round one, if KKR candidate gets a GM or KKR seat in round one and chooses accept and upgrade, that type of KKR student can participate in the round 2, which is only meant for KKR seat. Round 2 is not meant for GM seats. So that KKR student will participate, and after round 2, this KKR student cannot participate in round 3 and round 4. So hope KKR student understood that if they do accept and upgrade in round 1, in round 2 their seat will be final and their game will be over. They cannot participate in round 3 and round 4. So I will just give an example for the KKR candidates. For example, he has one CSC at college A and he has applied ECE at college B, for example, right? So the system checks if CSC at college A is available in GM quota. If answer is no, that means a KKR candidate will not get a GM seat. Then system will check if it is available in the KKR quota. As a second thing, computer will check. And even if it is still not available, then it will move from CSC, it will go to the second preference, which will be ECE at college B. But for ECE at college B also it will check in the same order. First KKR student will be checked for GM seats, and then KKR student will be checked for KKR seat, and this process repeat till every preference of KKR student is exhausted and he reaches the bottom of his choice filling order. So that is how it happens. Now let's move to the round 2 allotment rules. So as you understand, the round 2 is only for KKR seats. So only KKR category students are allotted seats in round 2. So candidates must be KKR approved and will be allotted based on the rank, seat availability and preferences what he has filled. For candidate who choose reject and upgrade in round 1, so I'm talking about the KKR students who chose reject and upgrade in round 1. If they belong to KKR category, they will be considered for KKR seats in round 2. Now they cannot get GM seats. You remember this, KKR student in round 2 cannot get GM seats. They can only be considered in the KKR seats. And if a KKR candidates get a KKR seat in round 1 and he chose accept and upgrade but does not get upgrade, right, does not get upgrade, so now that student can only do accept and freeze in the round 2 and they won't be eligible for any seat in the next round, right? So round 2 becomes his last round, and I told you at that point of time itself, if you are doing accept and upgrade, round 2 will become your last round. If you do reject and upgrade, now this is the next thing. If candidate gets a GM seat in round 1, but he rejects an upgrade, then he will be considered round 2 for KKR category seats only. And then after round 2 also, he can basically accept and freeze, or he can continue next round. So only reject and upgrade related KKR students can go to third round. Accept and upgrade related student cannot go to third round. So hope KKR students are very much clear about how they will be treated in round 2 based on what they did choice in round 1, which is accept or upgrade or reject and upgrade. So that's all I have to cover in this particular video. Next video I'll cover round 3 and round 4. That's all. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe channel to get similar updates. Take care and bye.